The second thing in this section is we determine if functions are linear. So basically what's going to happen is they're going to give us tables and they're going to ask us, is it linear? And this is all you have to do. You go through the x column and you subtract each pair of numbers and see if it ever changes. If it doesn't, then you go down to the y and you subtract each pair of numbers and see if it changes. If it does change, the answer is no. If it never changes, the answer is yes, it is linear. So let's take a look at this. First, we would say -4 minus -7, which would come out to be 3. Then we'd say -1 minus -4, which comes out to be 3. We say 2 minus -1, which again is 3. And then finally 5 minus 2, which is 3. So you'll see up here on our x's, they stayed 3 the whole time, so our 3's are good. Now let's go to our y's. We would say 4 minus 5, which would be -1. We would say 3 minus 4, which again is -1. 2 minus 3, which is -1, and finally 1 minus 2, which is -1. So the x's never change, the y's never change, so is it linear? Yes, it is. All right, let's take a look at number 5. Again, we subtract each pair of numbers, so 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8 would be 4. 16 minus 12 would be 4. 20 minus 16 would be 4. And then 24 minus 20 would also be 4. So the x's never change, so we're good there. Now let's go down to the y's and check those. 5 minus 7 would be -2. 3 minus 5 would be -2. 0 minus 3 would be -3. And so now you see we have now changed, and because of that, we would say it is not linear. All right, next let's take a look at finding slope.